Hi, my name's Samuel Patrick, founder of LFOD Life, and we're in the mobile studio right now, about to get into a gear review of the ZOOM H4n Pro, which is a device that I use often. I'm actually recording the audio for this video right now on the Zoom while we go. You can see it chugging along there. I have a lav mic plugged into one of its inputs, of which it has a total of 4 channels. There's 3 different spots you can plug things into. These 2 channels here, you have an XLR or a 1/4 inch TRS plug-in. I am using one of the XLRs at the moment. That's 2 of the channels. And then up at the top here, this is for more of the field recording setting. If you want to catch a room or an environment, or if you just don't have to plug in or have the wherewithal to, you have these 2 microphones here in an XY pattern, which capture a stereo sound. It's also kind of cool. You can twist them like this, and you can expand from 90 to 120 degrees. So whether you want a wider or a narrower recording, you can use these. Now, the Zoom has a stamina mode, which is pretty sweet. It lasts for a long time, and when you're in that mode, you can either just use this or just use these, and you get 2 channels. And I want to say, I've had it go for over 6 hours, probably a lot longer than that. It's split up over days, it's hard to tell, but that stamina mode is awesome. I use that with some rechargeable batteries, and I almost forget that I even need to replace them. But then you can switch it into a 4-channel mode, which allows you to use these 2 and get a stereo recording here, and these 2, or on the back there is also another microphone input, an 1/8 inch input, which can replace these. So what I do is I use this a lot for podcasts. All our LFOD radio season 6 was recorded on this. That's when we had to get off the air and out of the station, and all my mobile interviews that I did before I got the van. And even once we built the mobile studio, I've still continued to use this because it's reliable, it's secure, it's good quality, and I don't need to lug around a computer. I can just get it done with this and a camera. So what we would do is we would use 2 for LFOD radio, and then we could have 2 mics here and another mic here. So you can get up to 3 microphones in each one of these. So with 2 of them, I could have up to 6 guests. Another thing you can do as well is you can record with 2 microphones and use this, so you can add a little room sound, get a little more reverb, although it's not always necessary. What I do use that for, though, is when I go to a show. This thing is incredible in a live environment. I'll use this to record bands, solo artists, whatever, speakers. And what you can do is, if you can get a line in from the house mix, you can get a super clean mix on here of all the sends that are coming out of the house mix. And then you can get the room with this. You can get real clean vocals, you can get the drums mic'd, the guitar DI'd, whatever, however they were doing that miking. And then you can also get the crowd noise with this. Mix it together, take some good video, and you have a real quality product. So those are the inputs on this, the outputs. There's a 1/8 inch headphone or a line jack. So I just talked about a couple of the modes. The stereo mode, which is when you're on stamina, the 4-channel when you're using all of these, but there's also a multi-track recording mode. I don't use it often, but it is something that you can do with this, where you can have 4 more channels, but you can also overdub, you can use existing tracks, you can loop, there's EQ, compression, reverb, delay. You really do have a mobile studio in your hands with this. If you're a solo artist, it can be really useful. What I have used this for, though, is an audio interface for my laptop. It has a USB input here. You can plug it right into your laptop, and then you get those 3 inputs right there. And another cool thing too, both of these inputs do support phantom power, so you can plug any microphone into it, really, any instrument, as long as you have the right plug-in. I so far have had no issues. Very simple to use. You basically select your input using these. You can hold this down once to start getting your levels, and you adjust your recording level on the side here. Once you have your levels, you pretty much press go, and as long as you know how to place a microphone, you're in pretty good shape. You can have, you see the multiple tracks selected here. You have very easy play, stop, backward, forward controls. You can file things in different folders, keep track of your sessions, keep track of where you're recording what. And then most things are done on the side here with a menu button and this jog wheel right here. So it's very simple to use, very easy to get up and running, quite powerful. The sound is great. It also, you'll notice here, has a mount. You can put it on a tripod, or there's a hot shoe adapter, and you could put it right on top of a camera. So if I wanted to, I could have this right over here, just facing directly at me, record myself with these. This mic, to be real, is probably overkill. These do a great job. Like, I really cannot understate how great of a job these do. So I said a lot, but I'm very excited about this. The Zoom is hands down the piece of equipment I use the most, and that has been the most crucial to everything I've done over the years. I remember buying one, I was like, really? And then I got another, I haven't looked back. It's super durable as well. I have another one that actually has a crack through the screen, and it's still running along fine. You can drop them. When I was first building the van, the storage up top, we didn't quite have figured out, and a few of these took a header, and they're cool. So ZOOM H4n Pro, this is what I use. It's what I'd recommend. Huge shout out to Zoom for building this thing. It's really functional. I'm not sure what else is out there that can do what it does. I'm not even sure I want to know. This is the best one right here. And thank you for tuning in. We're going to be talking about more gear coming up on this channel. So if there's something in the studio you want to know about, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'll take a look. We can do that next. Otherwise, I'm just going to sort of look around. If I see something interesting, I'm going to pull it in front of the camera and we'll talk about that. We did talk before about the newer mini tripod that I use for a lot of things. It was more of an unboxing, but I can add to that it's been really useful. I like it. So if you want to go check that out, you can check that out. That's about it. LFOD.life to learn more about what we got going on. At LFOD Life if you want to hit us on social media. Otherwise, there's comments, links below, description, bio. Y'all know the drill. Appreciate you tuning in. Peace.
Positivity is a better movement. Let us do this, level up and get into this evolution. Revolutionary method music, get us choosing everything but less excuses. Shout out to the kings and queens with everything to lose, they never lose it.
There's so much glory in the story.